What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here, and welcome to our daily show where we discuss the fourth stimulus check update, the next two upcoming packages, the physical infrastructure package, and the next stimulus package, which we have a major announcement on that has actually come out, and the Democrats have announced major breaking news on that, which we will have more information on in this video. We also discuss on this show here, our daily show, which comes out every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, what is going on in the United States and what is going on in Washington, D.C. There is three different types of stimulus checks or stimulus provisions that are sending out checks right now to millions of people. Three different type of checks going out right now to people. The first type of check that is going out right now is the IRS is sending out 4 million refunds this year to taxpayers who overpaid on their 2020 unemployment benefits. This is from the stimulus provision from the third stimulus check package that made the first $10,200 of unemployment income tax-free. Remember, this was an item added into the third stimulus check package literally the day of they passed it in the Senate. In fact, the House of Representatives passed the third stimulus check package. Then they sent it over to the Senate and they made these modifications. And then they added this in after the Senate made several changes. They removed the $15 an hour minimum wage. They lowered the income threshold of the third stimulus check. And they added in this extra stimulus provision, which is giving some people hundreds or thousands of dollars extra money in their pocket. Check this out. The IRS says that this extra stimulus provision that was added in the third stimulus check package, the average amount for this round of refunds is $1,265. So if you had unemployment income from 2020, the first $10,200 of income is tax-free. And the average amount of refund, basically, the check, is $1,265. Direct deposits will start today, July 14th, and those delivered via paper check will begin July 16th. More refunds will continue through the summer. However, I have multiple people that have already said they've already received their checks within the last few days. In fact, the comments from Cheryl White says, "I'm so glad you were wrong, Jimmy. Today I received my unemployment refund and it was not $1,000, which was around the average refund. It was actually over $2,600. So I'm glad you were wrong and it wasn't around $1,000. It was actually $2,600. So yeah, I'm glad for you, Cheryl White. Cheryl White, that is absolutely amazing. $2,600 from this third stimulus check provision is nothing to sneeze at. And this is the type of stimulus provisions that they can add into the next stimulus package, as we're going to be finding out what will be in this next stimulus package that is going to be $3.5 trillion. And remember, that was added in the day they passed it in the Senate. That's going to be the key thing to remember here. They've announced this new stimulus package is $3.5 trillion. The third stimulus package was only $1.9 trillion. This fourth stimulus package is going to be $3.5 trillion, almost double. Now that number alone can be negotiated down, but remember, items can be added in literally up until the day they pass it. So, and remember, this provision alone gave people back up. You've seen Cheryl there got $2,600 back. A check in her account because they added in this one stimulus provision. Yeah, $2,600. So let me know down below in the comments. Let our viewers know down below in the comments if you got a check here within the last few days or previously from this stimulus provision. $2,600 is nothing to sneeze at. Check number two that are going to be going out here soon are the California state stimulus checks. The governor of California, Gavin Newsom, has just signed into law the second round of California state stimulus checks, which is a $100 billion recovery plan. $100 billion. Yeah, nothing to sneeze at there. These stimulus checks will hopefully be going out here soon in the month of July. This second round of stimulus checks, the first round went out to people making up to $30,000. The second round will go to Californians making up to $75,000. This is going to go out to over 25 million people. It's a lot of people. You might not live in California, but in fact, all 50 states have the opportunity to do this because all 50 states are getting their fair share of $350 billion from the third stimulus check package. So we could see this from a lot more states in the near future, in the coming weeks and the coming months, as states decide how they want to spend their billions of dollars from the third stimulus check package. Not only are states getting money, but cities and counties are getting money as well. We've seen this in the past. By the way, my cat Lily is dying to be on camera. Say hi, Lily. Say hi. I know everybody wants to say hi to you. Say hi. Okay, bye-bye. So in the past, this is an old article from December, Orange County, Florida opened their portal for $1,000 stimulus checks. They actually sent out, this is from a county, Orange County, Florida, not California. Orange County, Florida sent out $1,000 stimulus checks in 3 different rounds. So counties, cities, and states can do this. North Carolina did this in the past. A lot of people, honestly, I go through a lot of these over the time. A lot of people don't know about this if they weren't watching the show religiously or weren't a subscriber in the past. North Carolina did a $335 check for families with children, and you had to apply for it. So if you weren't watching the channel, you might not have known about it. North Carolina did this in the past. There's been multiple different states that have done extra stimulus checks for extra different types of circumstances that have happened in the past. And I will keep you up to date on this as new ones happen in the future, because states are literally getting billions of dollars. And in the future, we'll be announcing more programs like this, including mortgage assistance, rental assistance, property tax assistance, and utility assistance in the next kind of upcoming weeks and months. But for right now, California is sending out $600 stimulus checks, or will be in the near future, for people making up to $75,000, up to 2/3 of Californians. For people who make up to $75,000 and file their tax returns with the state. Yeah, up to 25, 26, 27 million people, $600 for individuals. And if you have children, an extra $500 for a total of $1,100 stimulus checks from the state. Now, in addition to this, there's about 65 million checks going out to children, known as the child tax credits, $250 to $300 per month, starting like tomorrow. Some people are already getting these checks, and this is passed from the third stimulus check package as well. Tomorrow's the big day, July 15th. This is passed for 1 year. It's a total of $3,000 for children ages 6 through 17 and $3,600 for children under the age of 6. Democratic lawmakers are calling to make this permanent. Again, it's only passed for just this 1 year. They want to extend this till 2025 or permanent in the next stimulus package, the American Families Plan, this one that they're working on right now. Payments are going to start tomorrow. Some of you guys may already have your payments pending right now. But yeah, 65 million children are going to be receiving checks. So, but remember, the checks really go to the adults. They don't send checks out to 2-year-olds or 5-year-olds or 10-year-olds. But they go to the person who claims the child as a dependent on the most recent tax return. Also, I want to say I'll put a link down below in the description of this video to the IRS website. A lot of people are saying that they're set up for direct deposit, but when they logged into the IRS website, they didn't have their direct deposit set up for the child tax credits. So if you don't end up getting them tomorrow or the next day, you might want to log in. Yeah, we're going to have to see if everybody gets their deposits tomorrow. It could be that there's difficulties tomorrow. It could be that your first payment might come via check. You might want to log into the portal and see if you're set up for direct deposit. The IRS is very far behind, so we'll have to see. But 3 different checks going out right now that are all stimulus provisions. Number one, the $10,200 unemployment tax break, which is from the third stimulus check package. It was passed the day, it was added into the third stimulus check package the day they passed it in the Senate. It was added in the last minute. And that's the important note there, is that for this fourth stimulus package, anything can be added in or subtracted into the next package literally up until the day they pass the package. They're going to be negotiating on things up until the last minute. That is the most important thing to remember in these next negotiations. Two, 25 to 27 million people in California are going to be getting state stimulus checks from $600 to $1,100, and that these state stimulus checks are going to be possible for all 50 states, cities, and counties going forward. Feel free to contact your state representatives and tell them your state should do this with their state money as well. And I will keep you up to date if your states and cities are announcing these type of programs as well. Remember, there's mortgage assistance, rental assistance, and property tax assistance, utility assistance kind of going on in all 50 states right now. I've been meaning to do a video on more mortgage assistance and rental assistance. For the time being, you can just Google it. Google rental assistance in your area. I'll put some links down below for rental assistance too. I've been meaning to do a little bit more details on that, but I've just been so busy with stimulus news. There's just been a lot of it. I'll put some links for rental assistance down below in the description of this video as well that will kind of help you through this process. You can also call the phone number 211, but a lot of times you get an operator that is not very helpful and they just sometimes don't know really what they're talking about. Sometimes you do, sometimes they don't, just to kind of put it weirdly. Okay, so stimulus check 1, unemployment checks are going out. Stimulus check 2, California stimulus checks are going out. Stimulus check 3, child tax credits passed from the third stimulus check are going out. Stimulus package number 4, Democrats reach deal on $3.5 trillion price tag for infrastructure deal. This is probably really good news because the third stimulus package was only $1.9 trillion. This is almost double, $3.5 trillion. Yeah, wow. That's a lot. Senate Democrats agreed to $3.5 trillion healthcare and anti-poverty plan. Anti-poverty plan. Wow. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer announces $3.5 trillion spending plan to pair with infrastructure plan. He says you add that to the $600 billion in the bipartisan plan, which is $600 billion new money, $600 billion old money, and you get to $4.1 trillion, Schumer says. Senator Joe Manchin is open to a $3.5 trillion Democratic budget deal. Wow. Wow. A lot of crazy news going on today. Centrist Senator Joe Manchin, Democrat from West Virginia, said Wednesday he's open to the $3.5 trillion spending agreement reached by Democrats on the Senate Budget Committee. Wow! Hallelujah! Thank the stars. Thank the Lords. Who would have thought, right? I was waiting to hear, yeah, he's not willing to do it. He's going to stick to the $2 trillion. Yeah, there's going to be a battle, a fight between Bernie Sanders and Joe Manchin. Who's going to win? It's going to be an all-out brawl. Who was expecting this, right? Honestly, I've just been kind of bracing for the worst here. I'm still kind of bracing for the worst because honestly, I just don't know what's going to be in this package, and I just feel like a lot of the naysayers have gotten to me. I get about 5,000 comments every single day, and I just feel like a lot of the negative naysayers have kind of beaten me down over the months. I just get to, I don't know. You can tell me your thoughts, but I feel like we've actually gotten a lot of positive news here over the last 24 hours. $3.5 billion. Like, holy smokes. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a lot less. I mean, I don't even know if I was expecting it to be more than the third stimulus check package. I mean, wow. Yeah, I don't think I was, now that I think about it, yeah, I don't think I was expecting the fourth stimulus package to be more than the third stimulus package, especially not double. So, wow. And then Joe Manchin, the first thing he says, like literally right out of the gate, that he's open to it. Pretty much probably the best news we've gotten so far. So yeah, Joe Manchin said he's open to the $3.5 trillion agreement reached by Democrats which would be entirely paid for with yet to be specified tax measures. But he's holding back on the fully endorsed deal until further review because, yeah, we don't know all the details yet. Hopefully, we'll be getting those today or tomorrow. Senator Manchin's cautious optimism about the agreement means that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer's two-track strategy for moving Biden's infrastructure agreement is still moving in the right direction. Quote, I heard about it this morning or late last night from my staff, Senator Joe Manchin says. So we're anxious to basically review it. They're working hard on it. We want to see it. Also, I've been very clear that I want to see the pay-fors, how they're going to pay for it, and make sure that whatever we do is globally competitive. I'm open to looking at everything they provide. They're going to have to provide all the information that's going to be needed. They're working hard. They should have a proposal. He says the president is going to come today and explain. We'll listen to that. We'll look at the proposals. We'll look at the priorities and they have for our country and then basically look at how we're going to pay for it. So basically, yeah, he's going to review it. But I mean, basically, the main headline is he's open to the top line number of $3.5 trillion. That's honestly really good news because, I mean, his initial reaction is if $3.5 trillion was too much, he would have said no. So he didn't say no out the gate. So that's really good news. And Joe Manchin matters as much as Bernie Sanders matters at this point because they need every single senator to say yes. I can't stress that point as much as possible because if Joe Manchin says yes, if Bernie Sanders says no, if Bernie Sanders says no, it's not that that's it. The deal doesn't die. They have to negotiate with that person until the deal says yes, okay? And we've seen this happen in the third stimulus check package. That's why, I also want to kind of caution everybody because if one thing isn't in this package, we go look at this list. We don't really know what's in this package yet. The one thing we do know that's in this package is number 4 here. They've kind of let the cat out of the bag and said that number 4 is in this package. This is actually something that has been worked on for years by both Republicans and Democrats. I actually think that this is an absolute game changer. Medicare expansion to include hearing, dental, vision, and hearing aid coverage. I mean, Senator Bernie Sanders says that the vast majority of seniors cannot afford hearing aids, cannot afford dentures, do not have hearing, dental, vision, hearing aid, and eye coverage. The vast majority of seniors cannot afford this stuff. This is likely going to be included in this next package. This is an absolute game changer, and this is something that will go on likely forever. Okay, so this is basically, in my opinion, we're gonna have to see the details. It still has to get passed, okay? Just because it's included for now is we don't really know all the details and it hasn't passed yet. Just because something's being announced now does not mean it makes it to the finish line. So just keep that in mind. This is huge. This is almost as big as them announcing Medicare. This is basically announcing like Medicare 2.0. This is how big it is, okay, in my opinion. You can let me know your thoughts on this. This is basically like announcing Medicare the second time around. So this is like a massive, massive thing. And I'm not even going to benefit from this, right? But at some point, everybody's going to benefit from Medicare benefits, okay? We also, I'm not sure if they're gonna lower the Medicare eligibility age to age 60, but I think that's gonna be in there. Again, we're gonna be seeing all these details here in the next few days. If there's gonna be a forced stimulus check in there, if there's not, I honestly think that we could get somebody like Senator Bernie Sanders, another senator, some House Democrats like Pramila Jayapal. They might put their foot down and say, listen, no stimulus check, no vote. And again, if we get people that say there's $3.5 trillion in there, there's plenty of money in there. If you don't put it in there, we don't vote for it. And this is why it's important to make your voices heard because now is the time to email your senators, your representatives, call them, leave messages for them, tweet them on Twitter, write them on Twitter, email them, call them, tweet them. It's important right now because hey, tell them we need this to make it to the finish line. We need these stimulus checks. We need these important things right here. The free college, all these things right now. Now is kind of really the most important time to do this. Just real quickly, I get people asking me how to do this. Just go to Google and type in whoever's numbers you want, like Bernie Sanders' office phone number. Just type that in and go Google. Go to like the first result here. Type that in. You can also do this for Joe Manchin's office phone number. You can do this for Chuck Schumer. You can do this for the White House. You can do this for whoever you want here. And boom, here's 3 different phone numbers for Bernie Sanders: 202 224 5141. 1-800-339-9834. 1-800-339-9834. That's actually the same number. But here, there's several different phone numbers here. You can pause the video here, write these down. Here's some phone numbers for Chuck Schumer, Senate Majority Leader. Both these guys are people that are in favor of forced stimulus checks, Social Security raises, Medicare expansion, free college, student loan debt forgiveness. You can do this for Joe Manchin. You can contact them on Twitter by just Googling Senator Bernie Sanders' Twitter. You can write them. You can email them. You can call them. This is not silly. This is exactly how the second stimulus check got added into the second stimulus check package. This is exactly how changes got made to the third stimulus check package. Letting your voice be heard now is actually very important. Right now, when they're thinking about what should be included in this next package, is actually the most important time, because this is actually when they're going to be saying, which of those items on that list should be included. So that's exactly how they made the second stimulus check added in. They wrote that bill without a second stimulus check in there, and they were forced to take $160 billion away from states and cities and gave it to the people for the second stimulus check. And the third stimulus check, they had to do the same thing. They actually passed it in the House and made changes to the bill in the Senate. So I can't stress this enough. Make your voices heard. If you are passionate about this like I am, I talk about this every day, and there's hundreds of thousands of people that watch our show every day. So I am making my voice heard. If you're passionate about this too, make your voices heard. Contact your senators, contact your representatives. You don't even need to pick up the phone. You can just tweet them on Twitter. Just go on Twitter and just write them a message. I mean, it might take a minute. You're just gonna, move your fingers. You don't even need to pick up the phone if you don't want to. Send them an email. Write them on Twitter, whatever you need to do. Don't do anything, right? If you just want to watch our show, write a comment, hit the like button, whatever it is, right? We're all in this together. I'm pushing for you guys. I'm trying to make our voice heard. We have had over 100 million people watch this show. So I'm pushing for you. I'm trying to get as many things as we can in this next package, as many things that help the people, and less things that will not really help the people, things that really don't help you guys. So hopefully we will get as many things in there as we can. Let me know your thoughts. I'll keep you updated. New videos come out here every day on our channel, 10 a.m., 3 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be finding out preliminary what's going to be in this package, hopefully here today or tomorrow. And remember, things are going to change because things can be added in and subtracted literally up until the day they pass it. And we've seen that time and time again. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated. Make sure to subscribe. It's free. You can click this top video over here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. This bottom video is about different checks that are going out in July, August, and September. And this video is about President Biden's proposed Social Security raise. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.